on me. Me. No lies on me.
Sergio Pettis, what is up, my brother?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man?
I've seen better days. Had two healthy ACLs, just got surgery, so I've definitely seen some better days. But going well, man, going well.
Listen, bro, you're gonna recover fantastically and come back with a vengeance, bro. You know you got this, man.
Yes, sir, man. I made some big changes. Excited to see what happens this next year.
Hell yeah, man. I've been following you for a long time, man. So I want to tell you, it's an absolute pleasure to get to meet you and talk to you, especially to get your breakdown on a fight that involves your weight class. You're the champ of Bellator there. And I mean, let's be honest, Bellator's bantamweight division is stacked and truly competing with the UFC for sure. You fought Rob Font in the past. He takes on Marlon Vera. These are guys that were around while you were making your run in the UFC as well. How do you feel about this matchup, man? Do you have any strong takes on either side? Anything? You got some inside access as well, man.
Yeah,
I've
man.
fought Rob before as well.
For sure, Rob jabbed the hell out of me when we fought each other, man. Left me blind. But yeah, man, I think it's an interesting matchup, man. When you look at it, you got Rob Font, amazing boxing, overall MMA, he's solid. Very solid every way possible, every aspect. Got good grappling, good jiu-jitsu, good boxing, good stand-up. He's very educated. And I believe he's only like 33 years old, so he's still young in the game. I think he's in his prime. And with Marlon Vera, man, he's coming off of a big knockout against Frankie Edgar. That front kick was a beautiful front kick, highlight reel. Interesting, I think it's an interesting matchup. When it comes down to technique and tactic, I believe Rob Font has the edge. As far as Vera's game, man, he's dangerous. He's deadly. He's got that if factor. He just makes things happen, and he comes out there and fights every single time. It's definitely an interesting matchup.
Yeah, man, I'm really stoked for it, bro. I've been following these guys for a while as well. And I mean, seeing Rob Font now emerge as a top guy, Chito Vera, I mean, he's got the win over Sean O'Malley, which I think definitely carries a lot of weight, bro. People get excited saying, hey, man, he beat the Sugar Show, regardless of the hype, bro. The hype behind it is Sugar Show's leg gave out. Let's be honest, man. I say it's a clean win. Yeah, I say it's a low kick. I don't know your thoughts on it.
For sure, man. If you hurt somebody with low kicks and end the fight with a nice elbow, there ain't no luck in that, man. He went out there, did his thing. O'Malley's dangerous, man. He's got the stardom behind him. He's got the flashiness to his technique. He's very funky out there. He's very swaggy. I'm a big fan, honestly. But yeah, man, Chito got the job done. He's a grinder. He's been around for a while and been fighting top level guys his whole career.
A lot of takes, too, this week are that Chito may look to mix in some grappling. Would you be surprised if you saw Chito more go towards a little bit of a wrestling-heavy game, at least at some points?
Yeah, I think so, man. Once he feels that range control, Rob does a really good job at using his boxing, keeping his range. He's got a deadly right hand, too. So, I mean, that jab, I know that jab's on point, man. I know from experience that jab's crispy. And I think that's one of his strongest tools. It's an underutilized weapon in MMA. That jab with those little gloves, it adds up and just makes the game a lot more open for him. He'll have more options once that gets going. But I think you're right, man. I think Vera's gonna come in there, fill him out a little bit. Maybe they got 5 rounds too, so it's gonna be an interesting fight. I don't think Rob Font's last fight was actually, I believe, 5 rounds, right?
Yeah, it was Jose. Yeah, 5 rounds.
Jose. Yeah. So yeah, that was and then Marla fought Jose as well. So they both got that experience, man. They both fought high level guys. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Like I said, the technique definitely edges Font, but the grittiness and the go out there and make things happen definitely is towards Vera.
Yeah, man. I think you said that well too, man. Font, I love when you say you got that crispy jab, because I'm always talking about guys that got crispy boxing. Rob Font is one of those guys in the UFC for sure that can box. Now, something that I feel like is a factor in this fight is the size of the cage, man. We're looking at 25-foot octagon. This is at the apex. I feel like Marlon Vera, if he's going wrestling heavy, Font, he's going to look to stay away from him, work from distance. I think Vera's going to clinch up a lot here and try to get even some nasty elbows and knees inside is something that he specializes in. So you think the cage is a little factor too?
For sure, man. That apex cage is so different. I actually got to corner my brother's last UFC fight, and I was like, damn, this cage is small. Like, you guys are forced to fight. Definitely favors the grappler a bit. I feel like, the striker doesn't have as much room to move around. But, I think Rob is educated, man. He's going to use his footwork. He's going to use his boxing. I think it's if I had to put my money on it, I'd go with Font, personally.
You're going Rob Font to win.
Yes, sir,
I feel like you're leaning decision for Rob Font.
I mean, I don't know, man. He's got power in those hands. I mean, we've seen it before. If Marla comes at him, I think that counter's going to be there. I think he's gonna have a lot of openings. So I mean, we'll see, man. It's MMA. Anything could happen. You know, anything could happen. Look at my last fight. I was losing the whole fight. Ended up not getting a spinning back fist knockout. So anything happens.
That knockout was fucking sick, bro. That
Thank
was
you, bro.
how often you training those spinning back fists, bro? Is it just like one of those
Man.
moves that comes to you at fight time?
No, I've trained it all the time, man. I got videos of me doing it for years. So yeah, it's something that just flows off of it. I mean, other people have landed it as well. I think mine is probably one of the cleaner lands, but yeah, I've seen other people throw it.
Bro, the Pettis brothers just bring the craziness as far as success of strikes. Like, you guys got some of the greatest moments like in striking history. Definitely best kickboxers in the game. You guys are in the top of all time. And also you bring like that. I'm gonna say what I like is you bring that flash, but you don't bring that flash that you're being inconsistent and getting hit with stupid shots. You guys are extremely technical, but bring a little style to it, man. I love that shit.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man, we're pretty educated. You know, we've been in the game for a minute. I've been doing martial arts since I was 5 years old. So 28 years old now, man. I've been in it for a while.
Yeah, dude. You went to the UFC young. How old were you when you made your debut?
I was 20 years old when I made my debut. Yeah, 20 years old, man. I was with them for 6 years. So 26, then went over to Bellator. Started doing good in Bellator, man. It's a crazy journey.
Yeah, dude. No, that's got to be amazing, bro. You got that belt, bro. You got the belt anywhere we can see from right here, man?
Oh, no, it's downstairs in my gym.
That's fair.
Downstairs in the gym. Yes, sir.
Dude, yeah, I see. Listen, I didn't think you'd be carrying it on the shoulder or something like that. But, you know, sometimes I wouldn't blame you if you did, bro. If I had the belt, bro, in the back, I'd be keeping it up at all times, bro. I might carry out in public and shit, man.
Yeah, man. I gotta start showing it off more. I'm too little humble and low.
You're
key
a humble
to
guy,
showing it
bro.
off. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's good shit, bro. Hell, no, but dude, the journey for you has been fantastic. Aside from this main event, like I've followed you. I remember the Benoit fight, and then we said, damn, like where's Sergio gonna go? And then the turnaround you made, fighting top guys. I mean, you've done fantastic, bro. To see you get the run in Bellator, I'm happy to see you with that fucking strap, bro, because it started as, oh, that's Anthony Pettis' brother. Now that's Sergio motherfucking Pettis, the champion of the world. Let's go.
My man.
Yes,
Definitely that Benoit fight that changed my whole perspective on the fight game, made me actually take things serious. I was a little bit of a party animal in between the fights. Even leading up to the fights, I was not doing the right thing. So after I got TKO'd, I'm like, man, never again. I'm not gonna let that happen ever again.
I love it, bro. I absolutely love it. You're on the fence. I will say, bro, I got to tell you my pick for this fight.
Yeah.
I'm going Vera by a decision, bro.
For sure.
Now,
okay.
I totally see your side, though. Like, I'm not in a hard Vera stance where I'm like, oh, lock of the week, Marlon Vera. I'm kind of just thinking that 25-foot octagon is a factor for me. And I do think clinching, fighting inside. But when the fight happens, I'll be thinking of you if Rob Font jabs his face off. I'm like, hey, Sergio, you caught it, bro. You the fighter, bro. You know you shit.
Yeah, man, it's MMA. It could go either way. Like you said, man. Vera's got a overall game that's dangerous. Got clinch, got elbows, got grappling, got striking. Font's the same way, so it's definitely interesting.
Absolutely, bro. Now I'm going to list the odds off to the people here. Betting lines right now.
He made me bring the belt out.
No, he got the belt. Does he got the belt?
He made me bring the belt out.
My God, this is what I want to see.
Bring the belt out.
Let's go, bro. I didn't even see it, but I had the screenshot. Yo, flex that belt, bro. You
yeah,
champion of the world.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, bro. That looks fire, bro.
My man.
Keep that on. Keep that on you at all times.
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes, sir.
Flex that champ status, bro. Nobody achieves that in life, bro. It's like how many people are becoming world champions? Fuck yeah, dude. Rob Font. Minus 120 as the favorite in the fight. Marlon Vera is the dog, plus 118. I mean, it's something that you can play either side. The Sergio Pettis money is on Rob Font. So if the people are looking for the pros pick, that's the one. Myself, Marlon Vera, and Mike Finch, also the co-host of the show normally, he texted me as well. He's on that Marlon Chito Vera side. I do like the over 2.5 rounds at minus 260 also. I think that's a solid play.
Very solid, man. Definitely, definitely if he's what is Font? I mean, he's a plus.
We're looking at plus 118, plus 110, depending where you're at.
For sure. That's. I mean, it's always good to put your money on, that plus just in case. You never know.
Yeah, bro. That plus money, it capitalizes sometimes, bro. It's a solid play. Now, I do got to jump subjects. I want to talk a little bit about Bellator with you, bro, especially right now with the Bantamweight tournament going down. We're seeing some good names fight. We just saw Apache get a win. Your boy Stotts get a W. You were originally supposed to fight. He looked impressive. Amazing. Now, I guess I have to ask you, bro, you've been training with Stotts for a long time. And I'll be honest, my early pick to win the tournament is going to be Stotts, bro. Straight out the gate, I'm going to tell you. That fight potentially on the horizon. Was it something that you guys ever talked about in the gym? Like, hey, if we have to fight, we want it for the world title only?
Yeah, I mean, after I won against Archuleta, we both pull up to the gym the day after. His manager's hitting him up like, "Yo, Pettis is next." He's like, "Yo, are you good with fighting me?" And it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's trying to be number one. I'm trying to be number one. So if we have to fight, we're gonna have to fight regardless. Personally, I think we're gonna end up fighting, man. Like you said, I got Stotts winning the whole tournament, especially that Horiguchi's out, Juan Archuleta's out. There's still some players in there that are a little dangerous. Leandro Higo. So Patel's actually been surprising me pretty well. I think he's still young in the game, though. We'll see what he does, and he's got a nice little mouthpiece on him. Pretty good at promoting.
He's like Kobe Covington vibes out there, bro. He's talking a lot of shit.
Oh man, yeah, he's out there talking mad shit. But yeah, man, I got Stotts winning the whole tournament. He's gonna make that million. I think I'll see him next year around April or May. Honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, bro. I'm picking it. I feel like, I don't know. I think the finals matchup, I think it's going to be Patchy Mix versus Stotts. Like, I like the Russian, Magomed. The names escape. Magomedov?
Yeah, Magomedov. Yep.
He's dangerous, but I don't know, man. I'm worried about Patchy's length being a bit too much for him. And then I think Stotts, Patchy, that's a good fight for Stotts, man. I think Stotts actually might get the knockout of that one. And then you and your boy will throw down, which will be the ultimate fight, bro. At that point,
hell yeah.
Can sell the hell out of that fight, bro.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if you're going the full Masvidal versus Covington route. If you guys are gonna fucking create a little beef action or some shit.
Nah, man. I think we're both on the same page. We're pretty professional about it. I bet at the end of the day, it is competition. He's gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. He believes he's better than me, and I believe I'm better than him as well. So it's like it's gonna be an interesting matchup. But we got to see. At the end of the day, it is MMA. Anything could happen. Patchy is dangerous too. I think Patchy's a dangerous opponent. Personally, I think Ralph finishes a lot of these guys, though. We're gonna see Ralph make that million, I think, man.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. $1 million, bro. That's
I know. I missed out on my chance.
Listen, bro, it is what it is. You're gonna get the million, bro, for sure. Yeah. You're fighting in Bellator. You guys are doing big things, man. I'm super excited to see everything you guys are bringing. Now, I do want to get a little bit on a personal note. I got a question from a fan that you probably answered this before, but I want to bring it to him. He asked me, he said, what was the impact of your brother on your MMA journey? Seeing him, especially go up, and become UFC champion. How was that impact? Like, what was it exactly?
Amazing, man. Honestly, I was young prepping my brother for title fights. I didn't even think I was really going to be involved in the sport like that. And just seeing how dedicated he is, how much hard work it takes to actually become a champion, and the mentality you need to have to be out there and to be a champion changed me a lot, man. Paved the way for me, honestly. Made some mistakes throughout his career that I also could learn from as well. And yeah, man, it's been very beneficial, very beneficial. Very lucky to be a part of Team Pettis.
Hell yeah, bro. Team Pettis, bro. Rufus Sport overall, man. You guys have done some great things, man. The fight game is an interesting spot. And I don't know if you follow like heavyweight fighting at all, but did you see that Fury and Ngannou thing? Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, man. I just actually made a post on Facebook. I'm like, these MMA fighters need to stop calling out these boxers, man. We already seen what happened the last couple of times. Yo, that's their sport, bro. It's like if they come to MMA, then I think things are definitely different. But man, go to boxing. Usman versus Canelo. We already know. Canelo's a beast.
Kill him. Yeah.
Beast, legend. Even with Fury. Fury's a fucking legend, man.
Right.
Killer, amazing. So I think it's cool that they're promoting that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, these guys need to stop going out there embarrassing our sport, man.
They do, bro. I agree with you because no boxer's coming over. It's just not going to happen, bro. At the end of the day, you see the boxers. I've been a boxing guy like forever. I grew up doing boxing, but MMA was always my love as far as my fanhood. Just for, I don't know. It's the sport, bro. It's the sport for everybody. I just love the vibe from it. I don't like these guys crossing over. And then you hear that Jake Paul's always talking shit. You're a pussy, this and that. But I'm like, let's be real though. He would never want to get into a true, no holds barred type fight with these guys, man. At the end of the day, it's all smoke and mirrors, bro.
Never, man. They would never join our sport, and come over our side. So I think we got to take note and stop going over to that side. Hey, but the money's a lot different over there. So I don't blame them.
Dude, at the end of the day, they do it like it's a fucking going out of sale thing. Like they just like the boxing events are crazy how they promote the shit out of that, man. I remember I was listening to Dana White talk about how it's like there's no saving the boxing game. It's just how they do it. And I'll be honest, bro. I think MMA, as far as long-term success 20 years from now, is going to still be towards the top. Boxing, it will always be like a fun sport, but the fucking promotion thing needs to get fixed, man. Like we want to see the best in the best. It's like you and Stotts are boys and you're both the best in Bellator. And if you have to fight, you're going to fight. In boxing, these guys don't like each other. Oh, this guy fights for this network. This one fights for that network. We don't want to cross. I don't know. I think it's a mess, man. I think it's a mess.
Yeah. And they got how many belts? They got like Six,
30
seven. I
belts.
mean, man, so many belts. It's crazy. But like you said, yeah, they definitely. I think they should push the fights that everybody wants to see, and they kind of wait out for that. They kind of build up the anticipation, get that paycheck more and more. So makes sense. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, these guys are at their prime. They're young too. It's like let's see some wars.
Bro, Canelo versus, I got the poster right there. Canelo versus Triple G. What are we doing? It's 6 years later. Triple G,
Yeah.
what is he, 40 years old now? What are we doing? Give these guys the shots in the prime. Whatever. That's boxing, bro. Let's stick with the MMA game, bro.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure to have you, bro. I really appreciate you coming by, chopping it up with me. I do want to ask, is there any other picks on the card that you're like, hey, I'm confident about, or any bets you might be potentially playing? Even could be Bellator jumping next week, whatever you like, bro. Just let me know. I need the Pettis juice.
I'm looking at the fights right now. I'm a little biased because I got two teammates on the UFC fight card. I got Gerald Mearshart and Jared Gordon. I believe they're both underdogs.
Yep.
I think it's worth a try, man. Honestly, Gerald's a great grappler. I think kind of if he gets Jocko down, it's going to be an interesting night for Jocko. Jocko's MMA's game is amazing, though. He's good at going to decisions, playing the game. Jared Gordon's fighting a tough Grant Dawson. Grant's still young in the game, and Jared's I think he's a solid body, man. I mean, he's got great boxing, great ground and pound. I think that fight could go either way, honestly. So yeah, man, those are two fights. Those two fights that I think are interesting, especially for the underdogs.
The Sergio Pettis official takes attacking with the dogs. I love to see it, bro. Sergio, it's been a pleasure having you, man. I'm really excited for your comeback, bro. Stay positive. It's all gonna turn around. And still, baby, let's go. I'm rocking with you all the way through.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna make sure this stays in Milwaukee.
On you,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
You're the champion of the world, bro. Let them know.
Man.
My guy.
Hey.
Thank you, Sergio. It's been a
Thank you
pleasure.
for having me on. Peace.
Absolutely.